And I'm Ahmaad.
And we're the Hoods.
Bam.
Welcome to Hood Tales, where we take you through the ups, downs, and merry-go-rounds of millennial marriage. Today we are talking all about the kite and the string. If you do not know what the kite and the string is, I don't know where it actually originally started, but I do know that there's a book called The Kite and the String by Alice Madison. But essentially, the kite and the string is like a relationship dynamic. Okay? The kite is the spontaneous one, the dream chaser, the one that views opportunities as truly the sky is the limit. The string is essentially the one that is literally the string of the kite, right? That helps keep you grounded, pulls you back down a little bit further away from the sun. More of the realist, I guess, in the dynamic. Yeah, I think that's a good description.
It is very
okay,
good.
Cool. So, Ahmaad, in our dynamic, which are you, the kite or the string?
I myself would be the string. No, I'm just playing. I'm the kite.
I was about to say, sir, you are not the string.
I'm definitely the kite for sure.
For sure, the string.
Yes.
I am for sure the string. Like,
yeah.
I am the string. I am the string. Why do you think you are a kite?
Why do I think I'm the kite?
Yeah, like, what do you think? Why do you think that that's your personality or your view on life is to be the kite? I know you weren't prepared for this question.
I was not.
This was not in the script here.
Yeah, this is a good question. I feel like I'm the kite because worst come to worst, I'm definitely gonna bet on myself. It's crazy because like I don't really feel like I have that mentality all the time, but I definitely see that in my actions.
I fully agree.
For sure.
I fully agree. I think that I am the string because I am my mother's daughter. I am my mother's daughter. No, but seriously, I think I am the string truly because I am my mother's daughter. I am a worrier by nature. I am a realist by nature. And with that reality, I feel like I understand that there is always a limit.
That's very true for you.
Yes, that is how I operate in life. And I also think I'm a lot of the string because I get to points to where like I'm okay being here. I don't need to go no higher. I don't. I'm okay.
Wow, I'm
okay.
That was that head explode emoji. That was me right there. Wow.
I think that's really me though.
I never thought that, or yeah, I never thought that about you.
What?
That you felt like where you're okay.
Really?
Never felt that about you. Wow.
Wait, why have you never felt like that?
Because you want more out of life.
I'll do now, but that's a point for later on in this episode.
Okay.
But I think like my innate nature, I get to a point where I coast and I'm okay with it.
Learn something every day, baby.
So as the kite, do you think that there's ever been a moment where like you felt like I was like pulling you down from the sky? Like, did I burst your bubble? Or you were like, oh, I got this great idea.
Never a bubble burster, but you're for sure a direction checker. Raven is going to make sure, me specifically, if she feels like, she sees that, I want to, do carpentry or do real estate. Oh, okay, great. This is all good ideas. I can see all of this for you because of your character, and your traits and all of that, blah, blah, blah. But what does this look like? She's gonna make sure that I'm shooting in the right direction. What does this look like? You know, she's not gonna let me go at it blind. And not that I would go at it blind, but I may go at some stuff unprepared, fully. Like I won't have all of the tools I need to do the job.
Yeah, you see the dream and you work at the dream.
Versus having all the box checked beforehand. So yes, in that regard, she will definitely check.
That can feel like a bubble burst.
But for me, it's not. But I also had to learn that it wasn't.
I feel like that's probably one of the biggest or most common difficulties with being in a kite and string dynamic. Like I don't think I know any couple that's both strings or both kites.
No.
Not that I really.
Oh.
Yeah, but also not too many people that I know actually refer to themselves as such.
Yeah.
I think that would be a great topic for the marriage ministry, though.
Perfect.
Now that we're talking about it here,
yes.
I think it'd be a great topic for the marriage ministry, just to spark discussion.
Yes.
But because I feel like you could come to somebody with like this outlandish dream, right? And then they're like, okay, but we can't do that though. Like, and I feel like that can feel like people don't believe, like your partner doesn't believe in your dream, doesn't like want you to have this dream, or like doesn't want the dream to happen, or like, it can crush you, you know what I mean? It can make you feel like they just don't flat out believe in you, and it can crush your dream. And now the string is literally pulling you back down. I think that for me, one of the other difficulties with like being the string in this kite string dynamic is the jealousy, out of a lack of a better word, of the ability that you have to dream without restraint. Like, because I am who I am, I see dreams in my head, but there is an action plan there to where like I see every roadblock in the middle. That like I don't see just the sky. I like as the limit.
I get what you mean.
I see the fact that I'm gonna have to climb up this mountain and then jump over this tree.
Yep.
And then climb up 3 other mountains and hike up even higher to touch the sky.
I get that.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of just being like, no, just this, I can do anything though, because the sky is the limit. You know what I'm saying? But I see all of the obstacles in between here and the sky. You know? Yeah, for sure. Do you think it's possible to switch roles? That like you become the string and I become the kite?
I believe that can be the case.
What do you think will cause it?
I don't know. And I actually might want to retract my statement. I feel like, let me not retract, because I feel like there are instances where I may not fully be the string, because I'm always going to be the kite in just my own personality, you know, but there are times where I may have to be the string for you while you're being the kite. You know what I'm saying?
I do see what you're saying.
Yes.
I do see what you're saying. So you do believe that the roles can switch?
Yes.
I like the reason that you gave for the role switching, because my thought process was not that.
Really?
I thought that people can switch roles, and maybe not even switch roles. My mind automatically went to the kite becoming the string, because depending upon, like, you know, dream chasing is not easy, right?
Not at all.
There's gonna be a lot of roadblocks, a lot of no's or hang-ups, things that make you realize that the dream is maybe not, I don't think there's such thing as a dream being too big, but like the dream is not going to be as easy to achieve, and that rejection, the hardships, life can make you more of a string.
I get that.
But I wasn't thinking about a string becoming a kite. Which is funny because I feel like as I have grown as a person, I am very much so still a string, but my string is longer. I wouldn't say I'm a kite. But I would say that my string is no longer wrapped around the little hook thing on the kite. Like I'm not I'm not holding on to it. I'm not wrapping it all the way around. But I think I'm to the point to where like I'm letting the string
unravel.
It's completely unraveled. To where my string can see just how high it can go.
I get that.
Because that's really where I am. I feel like I'm in the point now to where like I am dreaming for things.
Yes.
But I also am extremely realistic about those dreams and about what I want to be able to do, even with this podcast and what things come along with that, or what things I dream of coming along with this. That I know that the sky is the limit, right? And I know that that's the thing, right? But because I am me, I know that it's not gonna happen overnight. Like season 1 did not break us into having a show like Black Love. You know what I mean? It didn't break us into being featured on Apple's most listened podcast of the year. You know what I mean? Like, because that's unrealistic to me.
Very much so.
But you know what did happen? Our number of plays grew every week.
Bam.
You know what did happen? We were able to step up our production for season 2.
Bam.
You know, but like seriously, like that's the way my brain works, right? Like, I created Hood Tales' own Instagram page, right?
Bam.
People are telling me that they loved an episode, that they learned a few things, that they were like, oh, I never thought about it like that. And these are people that are our age group, who is the people I want to connect, our core demographic, our core audience. And don't get me wrong, I enjoy the fact that people that are older than us, that have been married longer than us, enjoy the podcast. I truly do. But this is also not for y'all. I wanted Hood Tales to be a resource for my friends that are single, that are dating, like looking to have long-term monogamous relationships, because that is what we are. So that is the only thing I can offer you. All right. But to give them something to look for now, right? Because I feel like we had, and I sought after those resources, that they helped us also get here. Yes. And I wanted to be able to provide that same sort of resource to people, like to our siblings. Like, you know, when you know people, I am ranting, but this is okay. Like, you know, when you know people, it's just like, you know, people know us. They know that we have fun together and they know we love each other. But there's a different thing when you get to talking in depth about topics in the relationship. Yes. That don't just come up when I'm at brunch with my girls. You know what I mean? Like, it's not the same dynamic of conversations, but even with that, like, I feel like I allow myself to dream bigger and bigger, right? But I'm not like I'm not expecting us to be, you know, hosting a relationship conference anytime soon. Yes. You know what I mean? Like, would I love to? Sure, of course, duh. But like, I'd love to be sitting on the couch with Sarah and Teray. You know what I mean? I'd love to be on Black Love. I'd love to be on Black Love Conversations with Tabitha and you know what I'm saying? Like, these are things that I would dream to do, right? Yes. With these people that are in these spaces, but it's not, because I am me, that's not happening tomorrow. Yes. But it could. Yes. And that is my definition of being a kite, as the version of me now, that like my string is no longer wrapped around. Like, I'm not afraid to let it go.
And see, now that is when you get into the mode of being the kite, that's where I become your string.
Yeah.
Because I won't allow your realism to pessimist you into not being the kite.
You better read me for Phil. Yeah.
You know, because then at that point, you're not allowing it to be a kite. At that point, just hold it in your hand. You know, if you're gonna soar, let it soar. I'm not saying, you know, you don't have to make an action plan or, you know, understand that, you know, it's 6 potholes up here.
Yeah.
On 127 because fixed them road. But Jesus, my car's sick right now. But
no, seriously, it really is. But okay.
I mean, but you really have to allow your kite to be a kite.
Yeah.
And
I don't even think I'm a kite yet, though.
No. I'm not saying that you are a kite, but in those moments where you're in kite mode, be a kite. It's not it's not gonna kill you to be a kite, because at the end of the day you're still gonna be who you're gonna be.
Yeah, very true.
So yeah.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very, very true. Because I have went on a tangent. I was trying to think of what else I had to say. I was not expecting to go on that tangent like that. It just like kept coming out of me.
Yeah, I didn't say nothing because you were good. You were on top.
It was just kept coming out of me.
Yeah.
So in our dynamic changing with me like letting that go, do you think like becoming more of a like, not a kite but a long string, do you think that has changed your vision of being a kite and a string? Like, I know that you said that makes you become a little bit more of like, you know, making sure that like I'm not stopping myself.
Mm-hmm.
But with me learning to not stop myself, are you therefore soaring higher? Like, is your kite, as a kite, are you also flying higher?
Yes. Why? Because you now understand.
I now see the dream.
What it means to be a kite. You understand what it means to be a kite. So now I can run and I can soar as fast as or as high as I want to. Because baby, you get it. And now that you get it, yes. Let's go. You feel me?
Yeah.
Am I making sense?
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not even saying like, you know, even now, like, or really beforehand when you didn't have any kitely ambitions, that you were bringing me down or anything.
Yeah.
That never was the case. I've never felt that from you. I've never gotten that energy from you, from anything. Because no matter what I've done, you know, you've always been a push for me.
I said it in my vows and I meant it. I promised to cultivate your dreams as if they were my own.
Even before the vows, you've always pushed me to do and be my best.
Yes.
One of the best examples of that. So I'm a barber, of course. Everyone knows this.
They may not know that.
I am a barber. You know, you can look me up on Instagram @_the gentleman's groomer.
Yes.
And check out my work. Also, send your men to get a haircut. Men, come get a haircut.
Okay. You better promote.
But I had this unit class that I signed up for in Kentucky. It was April 15, 2018. This was the same day as Coachella, when Beyonce performed Homecoming, and
Baychilla.
that, and that night before, you know, I had, you know, made up my mind I'm gonna drive to Kentucky. You know, Raven was gonna come with me. You know,
because I was driving home.
You were driving home.
I drove home. That's why I was coming with you. So
yes. So
home.
I could give you some rest. Yes. Because I had to leave at like 5 in the morning so that I can make it to the class on time. And it was one hell of a ice storm.
Whew.
One of the worst ice storms I've ever experienced in my life.
Ooh, my God.
Honestly, the ice on the road was this thick, and I mean on the highway, and from Lansing to Adrian, Michigan, it was nothing but ice. We driving 35, 40 miles an hour, making it up this highway. But at first, I wasn't gonna go because of the ice storm. But Raven looked me in my face in the car and said, "We are going. We're going to do this. You are going to do this." And from that day forward, granted I knew this beforehand,
because we was already engaged,
but it truly confirmed for me more, you know, that this woman is truly for me. Because what I'm not going to do is put you in no danger.
Yeah, and that's really why you didn't want to go. Because you was like, it's just me, I can go. Blah, 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 blah.
I mean, yeah, because I killed myself, or, you know, I ain't going to kill you. Whatever. Take it over with your mama. But that really confirmed it for me. And I knew at that point, I said, she'll never shut down a dream of mine. Because this was only a piece of what I was doing. And it just made it all the more better. And that unit class was great, and it has definitely transformed my thinking about what I do and my wallet. Amen. So shout out to you, OG Walker.
Also, if you're bald and you want a men's hair unit,
get with me. Okay.
In the state of Michigan or not.
Okay. But that
thanks
really
for sharing that,
Mods.
yeah. That's really good. I'm glad that I make you feel like that. But same for you though, which is why I feel like if not for you, my string would still be wrapped around the full thing. Utterly and truly though. No, but for real. Cause I talked about doing content and blogging and like starting for like a year and a half.
Yes. Before
I actually started.
When you told me that, I was buying stuff. Yes,
and I mean immediately too. Immediately. Okay, like you was buying stuff immediately.
Showing me mics, everything.
Before I talked about Hood Tales for about 2 years before Hood Tales actually came to fruition, because I am a string. And the minute I was like, all right, bro, I'm gonna do this blog, I'm gonna do this content thing, he was like, bet. Book Trevor. What day you want to do it? Book Trevor, paid for like my first 6 shoots. Like, and not because I didn't have the money, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't do nothing if I can't, you know. If it's my dream and I say I want to do it, I'm not booking nobody, and I also can't do it because that is, you know, just me as a person. But like, no. He was like, I got it. And I was just like, yes, that's my point. Like, but because of that, I was able to like let my string go. Like a little bit. Even with me talking about Hood Tales, you was like, all right, bet. I'm looking at lights. I'm buying an Elgato. I'm looking at, okay, you looked at what kind of camera you want? We done bought 1,000 tripods and phone stands and accessories and all this other stuff. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna get a content coach. How much is it? And I was like, I got it though. But even still in that, how much is it? Like, I was like, okay, I want a background for Hood Tales. What do you want? This is what I see in my head. Just for the time being. What I see in my head is Hood Tales and lights on like a cute little like brick little something or another to put behind us.
I went looking and found it. Yeah.
Like, but because of that, even your willingness to do it. Like, I can't make a marriage podcast solo. I don't think that works. I don't think that works. But like, because you are so much of a kite that the sky is really the limit for you, that it was like, you want to do this? Okay. And so every time I was like, okay, he said we're gonna do it, I gotta let go a little more. I gotta let go a little bit more. I gotta let go a little bit more. And then with seeing like the success of stuff, I'm like, okay, I can let go a little bit more because people like me. They really, really like me. Yes. So I can, but like seriously though, like I can let go a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. This episode has been a giant rant. Oh, and But it's a perfect description of the Kite and the String.
It is a great one.
Do you have anything else to add? Because we just been written to these people.
I don't have anything else to add.
I don't either. Do you have a hood highlight?
A hood highlight, dream, baby.
Mm.
Dream. It really don't matter how old you are, how young you are, what your view on the world is. Dream. It don't matter how big the dream is, how small the dream is. It's a dream nonetheless. Dream it, write it, do it. How about you? Hood highlight?
My hood highlight would be, you know what's funny? I mentioned that I worked with a content coach, and I worked with Kayla Riggins, who is the absolute...
The one.
It all be all mindset queen is what I call her. And it's funny because in my brand identity, a part of her workshop, she was like, you know, what is your why? And I was like, to remind people that they can dream again, because that was important to me, is important to me. It is my reason that y'all are even sitting here looking at me, us, is because I allowed myself to. And I think that as a string, it is hard to do such. Which is wild because like I'm only 26, but like 26 years of being a string is hard to break. It is hard to break. But dream. That's all I got. All I got is dream. I don't care if you can plan the dream. You can plan the steps to achieve the dream. Me. The string can still dream. And it's okay to let the string go. It's okay to let the string go.
That's beautiful.
Thanks.
I love this episode.
I think this is my favorite episode of all time so
Honestly.
far. Like truly.
Honestly.
I think this may be my favorite one yet. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode.
I hope y'all do.
That's really all I got. I love y'all. Bye.
See you.